Last year's team was a really special year. Heart of America, South champions. We finished the last national ranking at 7th in the nation. We won 27 games. We won 17 games in a row on our home court. We ended up having the Player of the Year in the conference with Brian Egejuru. That's probably going to be the biggest difference between this year's team and last year's team is we don't have that player that can night in and night out, give you 20, 25 points a game. But last year's team was truly one of our best years that we've had at Central Methodist, and one that we hope to build off of for this coming year.
Guarded by Locke, lost it momentarily. Bush came swooping in to take it away. A clear path to the basket. He slammed.
I think our top players returning for this season, we have to start with a second team all-conference player, and probably one of the better defenders in the conference last year, and that's Isaiah Thurman. Thurman's going to be a 6'2" senior, and what a talent. We have another all-conference guard returning, which would have been our second leading scorer last year, and that's Terrence Bush. And he can put up a lot of numbers very fast, and an exciting player, probably our best overall athlete, quickness, jumping ability. The most pleasant experience from looking at our returners would be from Christian Soderholm. Christian's a 6'6" junior that played sparingly last year, but Christian has really come on during the offseason, and he's kind of promoted himself pretty much up to the starting position. I think at this stage, let's talk about mid-October, we're probably a little better than we were last year. Now, when I say that, I think we're a more talented team than we were a year ago. I think we're a deeper team at all positions. I think we not only have more talent, but we're very experienced. So even though we brought in 8-9 newcomers, most of these players are transfers. We are very excited about our overall potential with this year's ball team.
The biggest strength of our team so far, I think we're really good defensively. On defense, we have a lot of guys that can play multiple positions and can guard multiple positions, so I think we're pretty versatile. And in transition, I think we're pretty good getting up and down the floor, both on offense and defense, so I think that's another big strength of ours.
I think the biggest strength of our team so far has been our chemistry. I think, especially with bringing in a bunch of new guys, we clicked very well starting off, and we're a big group of guys this year. There's no separate like little groups here and there. We all hang out together, out the court, on the court. You can tell the chemistry is just different.
I think the chemistry, I think we meshed the first day. I meshed with all the returners the first day I met them. I think as a team, we're pretty close and well bonded. I think we have pretty good chemistry this early in the season.
I think some of our areas that we need to really focus on if we're going to have success this year. And I think we potentially have very good leadership. That hasn't been developed at this early stage of the preseason, and we have to find those crucial elements if we're going to have success in this very talented team. If we can stay healthy, I think every coach will say the same thing. Got to stay healthy. You got to stay eligible. You got to stay united.
Back at the Isaiah side, 3 in the air.
Being a national Raider, I've always come out and really truly feel we have one of the strongest, if not the strongest, conference in the country. You have to go out and say, all right, the front runner's got to be William Penn. They've been our conference champion the past 3 years. They're already a #1 preseason pick. Hey, how exciting it was for Peru State to knock off the #1 team in the nation at the national tournament first round last year. You have the defending national champion that's in our conference of Graceland University. But then you go on top of that, you've got Missouri Valley, who's going to be extremely talented, Mid-America Nazarene is going to be talented. I think one of the best and top returning groups in our conference might be Culver Stockton. I think anybody that's in the top 4 or 5 teams in our conference are going to find themselves in the top 25, top 30 in the nation. So that in itself will say a great deal about our conference. And our goal is we want to be one of those teams.
Well, our conference is one of the best, if not the best in the country. We have a lot of talented teams, top to bottom. Any given night, anybody can be beaten. But like I said before, our goal is to win conference, be primed to make a deep run in the national tournament.
You know, I expect us to be competing in every game. You know, I mean, undefeated in conference is, you know, pretty ridiculous. But I mean, I feel like we'll be right up there, contending for a title in conference.
Well, our goal is to win conference. Like last year, we was close, but I think this year we can do it. And our goal is to go to nationals and obviously win it.